Good evening and welcome to In Song and Story, Season 2, Episode number 13, January the 6th, in the good year of our Lord 2021. We hoped it would be so much better. Started off with a bang, started off strange. Full disclosure, taped this last night just to get a head start, and there was a buzz. Didn't know that until a little while ago. So we taped it again and I made a couple of mistakes. And full disclosure, the second full disclosure fact is I'm wearing slippers. But what do? It's strange. It's the new year, and for some reason psychologically we were going to get into the new year with a whole new start. As I speak to you, as we tape this, Washington DC is under siege. The political system here in America has gone nuts. People are gone just nuts. All over the world, the pandemic has gone nuts. It's the strangest thing. So I certainly hope that that the year lifts fairly soon. Very easy to get into a funk. And I speak to the people at home in Ireland. That severe lockdown. It's very easy to get into a funk. So I'm spending my time trying to pep myself up here. So I hope it works. And aided by a little glass of wine. So the weekend was tempered. My weekend was tempered by the fact that a friend of mine died, Liam Reilly, and I had known Liam for 39 years. We met in Philadelphia in the early 80s. He produced 2 albums for the group I was with, Terra Nova, and then I ended up here in Savannah, Georgia, and Liam ended up here in Savannah, Georgia for about 4 or 5 years. Wrote a lot of songs down here, including the 1990 entry for Ireland into the Eurovision Song Contest somewhere in Europe. He wrote that here in Savannah. But he died tragically. He was pronounced dead on New Year's Day, last Friday. And it just has affected me greatly over the weekend. When you look at his band, Bagatelle himself, as a songwriter, extraordinary list of hits. And I sang one of his songs a few weeks ago, Summer in Dublin, which is probably the biggest hit. And I mentioned the fact at the time that the band back in 1980 was referenced by another young Dublin band, U2. And I think Liam Reilly and Bagatelle were an influence to Bono and Larry Mullins and the guys from U2. It's strange. But Liam wrote Summer in Dublin. He wrote Leeson Street Lady, Trump Card, Second Violin, Outrageous, She Doesn't Live Here Anymore, Is It Raining in Paris Tonight, All Fall Down Philadelphia. And then in the Irish folk world, he wrote a trilogy of emigration songs, The Streets of New York, The Flight of Earls and Bainbridge Avenue. When he was here in Savannah, of course I said he wrote Somewhere in Europe, came in second in 1990 in the Eurovision Song Contest. He also wrote Christmas in Savannah, Savannah Serenade and Montserrat when he was down here. And most recently, I think last year, he did a song called Christmas Morn with the Children's Choir in Dundalk. Just a great body of work. He was a wonderful piano player, accordion player and guitarist. And he had a great range in his voice. I believe he also had perfect pitch. I know that from working with him in the studio. He said, we're not doing that, Harry. And he would always chastise me for dropping the H, as we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He said, no, Harry, we're not doing that either. But so I was going to do a song as a tribute, and there's nobody can sing a Liam Reilly song like Liam can. So I decided to abandon that right there. I put this little song together, and over the last few years, his business card said The Dice, or Dice Riley, from an old Dublin street ballad, Dicey Riley. Ah, poor old Dicey Riley, she is taken to the sup. Poor old Dicey Riley, she will never give it up. And when I saw his business card, I think I might have one of them here now, but it was so self-effacing, so him. Great sense of humour. So this is a song for the dice. When they told me you had gone I just had to hear your song about the birds and the rocks and the sea, and all about that 46A. That all seems so far away, in a different time, in a different place. All those years ago when you picked up your guitar, you never dreamed you'd go so far. When you sang, take me away from the city to where I can be on my own. But those words won't mean the same now that the singers left the stage. When we spoke a month ago about all we're going through, you said there's no reason to rhyme, but we'd talk about it next time. You made the news again tonight. They said your star is shining bright. Now your time has come to walk back up that hill, but we remember you well when you sing, take me away from the city to where I can be on my own. But those words won't mean the same now that the singers left the stage. Take me away from the city to where I can be on my own. But those words won't mean the same now that the singers left the stage. No, those words won't mean the same now that the singers left the stage. Song for the Dice. Rest in peace, Liam. You'll be missed. And just was just thinking this before we switched on. Back in sometime in the 80s, 82, 83, whatever, up in Philadelphia, three of us played a gig. It was Songs in the Round in a place called the Rusty Nail. There was Liam Reilly on keyboard and guitar, myself on guitar, and Scott McClatchy, who's a singer-songwriter from Philadelphia. Scott, hey man. And we had just the best of times up there. We often thought about redoing it, and me and Scott may do that again when all this fog lifts. As I remember, this was one of the songs we sang that night, As I Remember. I went to a garden party to reminisce with my old friend. Chance to share old memories and play some songs again. When I got to the garden party, they all knew my name, but no one recognized me. I was around, everyone was there. Yoko brought a walrus, there was magic in the air. Over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes hidden Dylan's shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's alright now, learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you gotta please yourself. I played all the old songs, thought that's why they came, but no one heard the music, I didn't look the same. I said hello to Mary Lou, she belongs to me. When I sang a song about a honky-tonk, it was time to leave. But it's alright now, I learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you gotta please yourself. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Someone opened up the closet door, and out stepped Johnny Be Good. He was playing guitar and he was ringing a bell, looking like he should. If you gotta play a garden party, I wish you a lot of luck. But if memories are all I've got, I'd rather drive a truck. But it's alright now, learn my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you gotta please yourself. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I also think I think we played that. It was an extended piano solo in the middle of it. That was Liam doing his thing. I'm going to stay back in days gone by, back in the 90s, and you know, when I got into this business and come over to America and started traveling, the travel became kind of a burden. And many musicians have written about that, you know, that the whole thing about playing with, having a full room of people, and you know, everybody having a great time talking to people, shaking hands afterwards, and then within 15-20 minutes you're back in an empty hotel room on your own, watching the TV or whatever. It can be a little bit disheartening, you know. So I wrote this song, and at one point in time I actually put this song on CD into the hands of Kathy Mattea. I thought might be a good song for her, and I wrote the song just as I'm going to sing it as a solo, but we recorded the song on my album Diamonds in 1995, and it became a duet with a lovely talented young lady here in town called Kelly Driscoll. But it's about the whole thing about being on the road and you know, getting married and not expecting it to go the way it did. So tough times on the road, but all the musicians out there know that. Listen, and I offer you a toast, another happy new year, and God, I hope it brightens up, and I hope the vaccine kind of takes hold and we start to open up. And to my friends and family and everybody home in Drogheda and in Ireland, and to Liam Reilly's family, we offer a toast to him and to all of us for New Year. And Liam, Godspeed on your journey. Sláinte. The song is called Alone Again. I close my eyes and I can still see you there. waving goodbye, the wind blowing through your hair, and saying you love me, and telling me to come home soon. But here I am, alone again. Oh, how I miss you, and wish that you were here with me. I don't understand, it's not how I thought it would be. Forever and ever, lovers and friends, until the very end. So why am I alone again? Alone again. I'm calling to you, my friend. Alone again, like a sad dream that never ends. And when the night falls, I look up and see the man in the moon. He's crying for me. I'm crying too, 'cause I'm alone again. The hours turn to days, I'm counting them one by one. It's always the same, waiting for tomorrow to come, just to be with you, never wanting to leave you again. But until then, I'm alone. Alone again. I'm calling to you, my friend. Alone again, like a sad dream that never ends. And when the night falls, I look up and see the man in the moon. He's crying for me. I'm crying too, 'cause I'm alone again. I'm crying too, 'cause I'm alone again. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. That's it from me. Until next week, good night. God bless.